Evaluate log base 3 of 100 minus log base 3 of 18 minus log base 3 of 50. So in this case, none of these individual logarithms are things that we can evaluate off the top of our heads because 100, 18, and 50 are not powers of 3. However, we can use the laws of logarithms to combine these into one. Now, the first thing I'm going to do might seem a little bit weird, but I am going to actually write this as log base 3 of 100 minus the quantity log base 3 of 18 plus log base 3 of 50. The reason I'm doing this is because once we write this as a sum, which we can do by factoring the negative out of both of them, once we have these as a sum, we know that we can combine them into a product of logarithms. We can rewrite this as log base 3 of 18 times 50. So we've got log base 3 of 100 minus log base 3 of 18 times 50. And I'm not actually going to multiply these out just yet because we can combine these two logarithms into one using the law that says if we have log base A of capital A minus log base A of capital B, we can rewrite this as a single log base A of capital A over capital B. Basically, the difference of two logarithms is equal to the logarithm of the quotient, and so we can combine these into one logarithm, log base 3 of 100 over 18 times 50. Now, we actually could get here without doing as many steps by recognizing that when we have a sum and difference of logarithms, any logarithm that's positive is going to go in the numerator, and any logarithm that's negative is going to end up in the denominator when we combine them, and we'll take all of the negative logarithms and multiply their arguments in the denominator, and then the positive ones go in the numerator. So here we've got log base 3 of 100 over 18 times 50. Now we can multiply the denominator out. 18 times 50 is 900. And when we reduce this fraction, 100 over 900 becomes 1/9. So we're left with just one logarithm, log base 3 of 1/9. And this is asking what power can we raise 3 to get 1/9. And we know that 3 to the negative second power is 1/9. We know that it's negative because we're taking 3 and ending up with a fraction. So that negative exponent moves it into the denominator. And so our final answer here is -2.